G'day folks, welcome back to another video. In today's video, we're going to be talking about Silent Assassin. Silent Assassin was created on January 30th, 2018. Currently, as of recording, it has over 100 million visits and 800,000 favourites. The game had some very significant hype before releasing, and due to this, it was able to reach 1 million visits within the span of 12 hours. There are 3 roles available in each round: the target, the guard, and the assassin. However, there are also 2 other exclusive game mode roles, that being the infected and free-for-all, which we will get into later. But for now, let's just get into the 3 main roles. Up first, let's begin with the guard. The goal for the guard is to protect the target by killing the assassin. Guards are equipped with their primary and secondary weapon, which are both guns. Guard weapons can be purchased and upgraded using coins earned in-game. Guards can also purchase additional gear, such as tripwires that will mark the assassin on everyone's radar for 15 seconds if triggered. Guards see other guards and the target on their radar. Guards also have access to perks. And if you're level 20 or above, you have access to a second slot of perks. Now, we have the target. The main goal of the target is to protect themselves by avoiding the assassin. On the target's radar are 3 briefcases. The more briefcases the target collects, the more the survivors will be rewarded at the end of the round. The target has no weapons to protect themselves, which leaves them completely defenseless. However, this is where the guards come in. Lastly, we have the assassin. The main goal of the assassin is to kill the target, then get to the escape point without being killed themselves. The assassin can see guards and the target on the radar. The assassin will be equipped with a knife that is capable of dealing an OKO, one-hit knockout, to guards and the target. In addition, the assassin will be granted 2 abilities, the ability to sprint and the ability to cloak. These abilities are activated for a short time before needing to recharge. Secret pathways and ropes where guards and the target cannot get to are also available for use by the assassin. Not only this, but the assassin can also hide inside bushes, which cannot be penetrated by guards' bullets. The assassin also has the option to use various items which can be purchased with in-game coins, such as flashbang grenades, which temporarily blinds guards, and a health potion. The assassin has 3 minutes per round to kill the target, and even though outnumbered, the granted abilities make the assassin extremely dangerous. The assassin's HP also gets larger with each guard in the game. I'm not exactly sure, but I believe it's an extra 100 HP per guard. If a target is murdered by the assassin will then have 60 seconds to escape. During this time, the remaining guards must hunt down and kill the assassin before they escape. When the game ends, everyone is teleported back to the main lobby for a short intervention before the next round begins. Now, we are going to be talking about all the different kind of weapons the guards have. Up first, we have the submachine gun. It's the first weapon you get when you load into Silent Assassin for the first time. It's a pretty jack-of-all-trades weapon. It's not terrible, but it's not good either. Now we have the shotgun. The shotgun does the most damage out of any weapon in the game, but its fire rate is kind of bad, along with having the worst amount of accuracy out of any weapon. Now we have the assault rifle. The assault rifle does 16 damage per shot, and its fire rate is nearly at max. Its accuracy is also good, making it quite the reliable weapon. Next up we have the rifle. The rifle does 40 damage per shot, and its fire rate isn't that good. However, its accuracy is at max, having the highest amount of accuracy out of any weapon in the game. Now we have the Gatling laser. The Gatling laser does 12 damage per shot and has the highest amount of fire rate out of any weapon in the game. It also has quite good accuracy, but not as good as the rifle. Now we have the Scatter Blaster. We'll just call it the Blaster. The Blaster does 10 by 8 damage along with having kind of iffy accuracy and fire rate, but while having less damage, the other 2 stats make up for it, being a more effective shotgun. Now we have the Atomic Disintegrator. It does 54 damage per shot and has an average fire rate, but its accuracy is at max, making it extremely effective. This is the gun most people use once they unlock it. Now, we will be talking about the secondary weapons the guards have. First up, we have the pistol. The pistol is the first weapon you spawn with, along with the submachine gun. Overall, it's a jack of all trades, doing a good 30 damage per shot. Next up, we have the revolver. The revolver is a heavy hitter, trading fire rate for more damage and higher accuracy compared to the normal pistol. It does 54 damage per shot. Now, we have a machine pistol. It trades damage and a little bit of accuracy for a much higher fire rate. It does 18 damage per shot and is good for spraying and praying. Lastly, we have the ray gun. The ray gun has the highest amount of accuracy out of any of the secondaries. However, it does have lower damage and fire rate. It does 26 damage per shot. Now, let's move on to the game modes. Currently, there are 3 game modes: the classic hunting, free for all and infection. We already kind of talked about the classic mode, so we will move on to free-for-all and then infection. There are two types of free-for-alls. One is where everybody is a guard and they all have to kill each other. The person with the most kills wins. The second mode is the assassin, where everybody is an assassin and they have to stab each other. Just like with the other one, person with the highest kills wins. Now, we have infection. Also, if my previous voice acting was a little shitty, I would like to apologize since it was like the middle of the night when I recorded that. So to make up for it, I'm going to make the next segment really high quality and over-exaggerated.
Sometime during Silent Assassin, a virus would spread. Nobody knows where it came from or how it even appeared. Was it man-made or a punishment from God? When infected, individuals notice no difference except for feeling weaker. The virus remains dormant. There was no real danger. So many people were unaware they were infected. However, the real horror occurs upon death. When an infected individual breathes their last breath, the pathogen activates and takes control. The infected would no longer be human, they would be zombies. Thankfully, the zombies were weak. Their bodies were already rotting, and they could be easily taken down by gunfire. However, whether it was due to muscle memory or some other factor, the zombies were able to utilize knives, easily being able to insta-kill survivors and letting the virus take control of their bodies. During rounds of infection, survivors must hold out for 2 minutes and 30 seconds. Their guns have lower ammo supply than in normal rounds, but ammo pickups spawn randomly around the map, refilling weapons once picked up. When the timer is up, all remaining survivors will win.
Now, Silent Assassin had a lot of players back in the day, but nowadays there's barely any players, with it struggling to get 30. But what led to this downfall? I mean, people loved this game back in the day. Well, by looking at the reviews, they're pretty positive. However, one thing becomes apparent. The lack of updates is really what put the final nail in the coffin for the game. I'm pretty sure that's what led to its downfall. Well, I think that brings us to the end of the video. Thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe and leave a comment. And thank you for watching this far. I really hope you enjoyed. I'm sorry if I got anything wrong in this video. Well, without further ado, goodbye.